Let's do this. Hi, welcome to the Ram Show. If you've been watching already, you're probably super confused hearing one side of the conversation. My computer is stupid, by the way. Let's just put it that way. You know what it did the last time I DJ'd? I hooked up both monitors, and one of them was physically stuck on the lower resolution. Like, it would not update to the resolution of the display. So, yeah. I'll be really happy when I actually have just a dedicated computer that doesn't have to get unhooked and hooked up every week. Anyway, all right. Let me discuss our last topic real quick here. Basically, Google is updating two-factor authentication for high-profile, users, so like politicians and anyone with, needs of heightened security, with basically giving you like a physical USB device that has to be plugged in order for you to be able to access your account. So it's just an added layer of security. Anyway, all right, moving on. I mean, that story was kind of boring anyway-ish. So, yes, wonderful. Note to self. Make sure I see audio bars next week. Not just for you, but for me as well.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
You know what? The sad part is, I thought for a while there that I actually did see audio bars. Oh. Wait, no, because I would have had the microphone. I don't know. Whatever. I'm over it. As I've said many times before, it would not be a Ram show if something didn't go wrong. Right? Anyway, all right, moving on. There's a lot to remember every week, Zach. You gotta remember that. So, moving on. We talked about. Do you remember, like a couple months ago, we talked about how you could make phone calls with your Google Home?
That wasn't a couple months ago.
Was it a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
I forget. Anyway, so like a couple weeks ago, we said the Google Home could actually make phone calls. Amazon, I guess. Well, okay. So I'm a little confused as to whether you could already do this with your Echo, or if they just turned the feature on. The way the article makes it sound is that they like revamped it basically, or something. Anyway, I guess Amazon had a very busy week or something with like a bunch of like unveiling new hardware and other things like that, I guess. So a new Echo, Echo Dot, Echo Show, yada yada yada. But they've all gained the ability to place voice calls to numbers in the United States. So now you can make phone calls from your Echo. Oh, by the way, it's free as well. So if you want to receive calls from regular numbers, you'll need a new $35 Connect box that Amazon unveiled on Wednesday, which also allows you to use your home telephone number for Echo calls and dial emergency services like 911 or premium rate international numbers. So, unlike with the Google Home, remember how you could only make phone calls out on that?
Yeah.
So, with the... Well, it's kind of a workaround. So you pay $35, but then you get a device that allows you to actually receive phone calls on the Echo, I guess. So
that's not worth it, I don't think.
Figured it out. Anyway. So it's still a nice upgrade from the original version of Alexa calling. Yeah, the Amazon rolled out. Okay, so they've updated it a little bit. But that one only allowed you to call other Echo owners or people with the Alexa app installed and set up on their smartphones. So this sounds kind of like a response to Google actually allowing you to make phone calls to like other people. But like, well, okay, do you remember, was it just from, no. You could make a phone call out to like a cell phone or something like that. You just couldn't receive them back.
I think that's what it was, yeah.
So, I wonder if this is like Amazon's response back to that. now, where they're like,
Maybe.
hey, we're gonna update it so you can do this thing too. It sounds like though that like Amazon has baked the feature a little bit better than Google has. But once you set up Alexa calling and messaging, because that's the other thing, you can actually message too. So I'm guessing like SMM or yeah no SMS, is that what it is? Yeah, SMS. Let's see here. I lost my spot. Once you set up Alexa calling and messaging, your own mobile number is linked to the device and will show up to recipients when you call. So that's an improvement over the Google Home. If you remember, the Google Home just shows up as like unknown. So
yeah, I remember that.
And like, think about it. At least if it's me, I'm not going to answer an unknown number. I very, very rarely ever do. Even like when a number does show up, if I don't recognize it, I very rarely ever answer the phone call.
Same.
So, well, half the time it's like one of those robot calls and stuff like that. It's like, oh gosh. So, you know what? So, I was shooting sports the other week, and I got a phone call from like one of those companies that like tries to sell you a vacation. And like, yeah. And the lady on the other line would not shut up.
When you hang up.
Well, I was trying to be nice. But
Screw that. They're not being nice.
Anyway.
By spamming you with this garbage.
And it's funny because I got one of those calls like a couple weeks earlier, too. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, the trip sounds amazing and stuff like that. But I don't have that kind of money. But anyway, if I did, I'd be all for it, though. But anyway. Geez, I'm tired today. It must have to do with the crummy weather today. It's kind of rainy and stuff like that, which totally put a squash on my plans for tonight. I actually have tonight off, and I was like, oh, hey, a bonfire sounds nice tonight. Yeah, no, not when it's raining, unfortunately. So, yeah, I'll have to figure out something else today. I probably will, like, binge watch something. Oh, I don't know if I've talked about this on the show yet, but, like, if you are a student and you have a Spotify account, like a student Spotify account, so you're already paying, like, $5 a month or something like that, you also get free access to Hulu now, I guess. So, yeah, that's
I guess that's nice, even though I don't use it.
Yeah, well, okay, so here's what I like about Netflix over the Hulu thing, is that, so I get the free account to Hulu, right? But there's ads on Hulu.
What? Why would anyone pay for a service that has ads? Oh, wait, people subscribe to cable TV all the time. Never mind.
Yeah, so that's kind of annoying. But, like, I guess you could upgrade. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop yawning. I guess you can upgrade if you want to, like, a different tier that, like, doesn't have commercials and stuff like that. But, yeah, anyway. So, that's a thing.
That's still ridiculous.
So, oh, you know what show I've been watching? It's, like, super old. Do you remember, well, you don't really watch TV, but do you remember the game show Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started watching that because I was just like, oh, hey, I haven't seen that for a while. I can, without a doubt, I'm a little ashamed to admit this, but yeah, I'm not smarter than a fifth grader.
I think that's the point. You're not supposed to be.
So, well, I thought I heard there was like a study done that said that like today's like fifth graders and stuff like that are actually smarter than like today's adults.
I find that difficult to believe.
Well, you know what I think it actually is though? I think it's the content that is being taught in the schools is like different from what we were taught. And so that's why we don't know it. You also have to remember...
Hello, internet.
Well, yeah, internet. That's true. But you also have to remember that, like, how long ago was, fifth grade for, like, you and me? You forget things and stuff like that. Versus, like, a kid that's, like, in fifth grade. So, Anyway, but it's one of those things where it's like, wait, I learned this in 5th grade. I don't remember this, but whatever. So, oh my gosh, I really need like some caffeine or something. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the show.
I'd laugh if you didn't.
Oh man, I'm feeling it. I don't know. I had a wedding last night, but it didn't go super late. It only went to like 9 o'clock. So I don't know why I'm so tired today. And I don't think I overslept, but whatever. So, anyway, yeah, so with the Echo thing, yeah, you can basically make phone calls now on it. That's kind of the gist of the story. So, like, these topics this week are all kind of super boring. There wasn't anything, like, there were a lot of topics to choose from, but they were all kind of boring topics. So, yeah. Anyway, all right. You know what? This is, well, hold on. So let's get into our Microsoft news here real quick. So this is one of those, it kind of has to do with Microsoft, but it doesn't have to do with Microsoft, but it's funny.
That's fine.
Microsoft news. Anyway,
Nothing wrong with that.
So, let's talk about the Windows Phone real quick here.
It sucks.
It does
What's
suck.
new?
It does suck. So, Microsoft pulled support for Windows Phones earlier this summer, but you know that one-time iPhone and Android competitor is truly dead when Microsoft's founder, Mr. Bill Gates, admits on TV, no less, that he's now using Android.
I don't think he'd be switching to Apple anytime soon,
No,
though.
he's not switching to Apple, but
And I can't blame him.
but I just find it kind of comical that the founder of Microsoft is not using Microsoft's product.
I mean, doesn't really matter if he's the founder of the company. If his company's product sucks, why would he use?
But you know what? Okay, so you just said something really important there, and that is the Windows Phone absolutely sucks. So much so that even Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, who you would think would be super loyal to it, won't even use it.
Not even saying he isn't super loyal to it. It probably just doesn't do the job.
Well, yeah, the iPhone that I have, the phone that I have, recently I actually did switch to an Android phone with a lot of Microsoft software, Bill Gates told Fox News Sunday host Chris Wallace. There's apparently a clip of it if you want to go to like CNET and go look that up. Anyway, Microsoft software has had a long history on mobile devices, starting with Windows CE on handheld personal device assistants, or PDAs, in 1996. I didn't actually know that. But
Neither did I.
yeah, I guess so. Anyway, that was before morphing into Windows Mobile in I'm looking at this on here 2000, or yeah, 2000, but it's written weird. Why is there a comma in there? Do you see that?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's interesting. Okay.
Maybe he fumbled his words a little bit.
I don't think it was Bill Gates. I think it was whoever was writing the article. Feeling
Maybe.
enormous pressure from Apple's drastically simpler iOS, which launched in 2007, and Google's upstart Android operating system in 2008, Microsoft rebranded to Windows Phone in 2010. Really? It was that late? No.
I don't know how to help with that yet.
Did you just
What
hear
was that? Yeah, I did hear that. What is that?
Apparently, I somehow managed to wake up the Google Home Assistant in the background.
Oh, nice job.
You know what? It did that last night, too. Me and Joe were sitting here, and, yeah, the Google Home was just like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to help with that. And we're like, wait, what?
I never asked you to, but sorry.
It must have been when I said Google or something, but, like, there are There's one
It's
other word
probably
you have
when
to
we
put
said
in
Google.
it. Yeah, but you don't just say Google. You have to say there's one more word that you have to put in front of it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Don't worry.
So anyway, we should have that segment where like, oh man, I wish more people watched. But like, if we ever get like a huge following, we have to have like a segment where we just randomly say like, "Hey Alexa," and then just say random crap.
I'd do it.
Oh man, people would hate us, but it would be funny. It would be super funny. Anyway, so no, I guess I didn't realize that like the Windows Phone like started much later in like 2010. I thought it was a lot closer to like the other operating systems, but maybe I'm wrong. And you know what? I also thought Android was actually around before iOS, but I guess it wasn't. So, yeah. Okay. I don't know. That's interesting, I guess, to me. Goes to show how much I paid attention to the mobile operating systems. But, anyway.
I can't say I pay too much attention other than the occasional Apple bash and...
Oh, so I didn't watch the keynote, but apparently when they were doing, like, the Apple, like, the Face ID or whatever, like, I heard about this, and you probably did too, where it didn't work on stage. Did you hear about that?
No?
Yeah, so, like, they were demonstrating it, and it, like, didn't work. But I heard that, like, the reason it didn't work was that, like, that phone had gotten restarted. And when you restart your iPhone, you have to actually type the code in the first time before, like, the Touch ID or, like, I would imagine the Face ID will work. So, maybe that wasn't a total software, like, you know, mess up on their end. But anyway, yeah, basically with this one, the Windows Phone sucks so much that Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft, decides that, I'm totally over the phone, switches to Android. So I thought that was kind of comical, but anyway. So I feel like this week's show is going to be a quick show because, like, we're already through the Microsoft news. What are we, like? Yeah, we're already 3 topics in. I told you, these are, like, super boring topics this week for whatever reason. But anyway.
I can't say I disagree with you there.
I really struggled with, like I said, there were abundance of topics this week, but none of them looked good for whatever reason. So, hold on. Let me. Okay, come on. Oh my gosh. So slow. Like, Drive is taking forever to come up. Let's see here. Click in there. We'll click in here. Alright. So, that's at least up for later. Alright. This is kind of an interesting idea here. So, I believe the company's name is Canos. Cano? Yeah. Cano, something like that. But basically, they've been marketing build-your-own-computer kits for a while now. But they will let you actually put together, like, an actual PC. So, basically, it's like a Raspberry Pi, and they, like, give you a little case and, like, all the components and stuff like that that are supposed to go with it. So, you build your own computer. It's supposed to be, like, for kids and stuff like that. And then, I guess, like, the custom software or the OS on it, like, allows you to learn how to, like, program and stuff like that. So, kind of a cool concept. But now what they're doing is, so they previously had, like, a DIY, like, build your own computer, kind of like desktop-ish version. Now what they're doing is they've got a brand new kit that allows you to build your own laptop. So,
I don't think you just build your own laptop.
I haven't seen pictures of it, but the core of the computer kit, complete, that's what it's called, is the same as the regular computer kit. So it's still basically a dressed up Raspberry Pi 3 that runs the Cano OS software. and is still designed to help teach children the basics of coding. But the Computer Kit Complete is a full standalone machine that kids can put together with an integrated 10.1-inch screen, battery, and even an additional USB board for connecting more devices. So essentially, it's a portable laptop kit. The form factor. Well, what?
I guess that's interesting. I don't know. That sounds like something I would have liked maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah. Now you're up to actually building real computers.
Yeah, which is why I was a little confused when you said build your own computer kit. You mean like you can already just go do? You know? I don't need a kit to do that. Just go buy some components and build a computer.
Well, this is simplified for like kids who are like 10.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
The form factor is isn't quite that of a regular clamshell laptop either. The Computer Kit Complete looks more like a small TV set than a PC, but the whole thing is still nicely self-contained and definitely easier to carry around than a full computer setup. If you want to buy one, it's going to set you back $250, or if you just want the regular one, it's going to set you back $150. It's expected to ship in November, on actually November 20th. So, kind of an interesting concept, I think. I would actually be interested in getting our hands on one, maybe, just to kind of see, how simple it is to put together. I would imagine very simple if it's designed for kids, and then see kind of what it's all about.
It probably is, yeah.
But anyway, so man, we're just burning through these topics this week. So I may have to pull some more topics here later. But anyway, so we were talking about Hulu and TV and stuff like that. Comcast is beginning to roll out a streaming TV service across its entire U.S. footprint, confirming reports from earlier in the year by Reuters and Variety. So previously known as Xfinity Stream and described in there's a link to it being described more in detail. I didn't read that. Anyway, the broadband-based TV offering is being rebranded Xfinity Instant TV for its expansion to all Comcast markets, which will be complete within the next couple of weeks, according to Variety. So it's aimed at cable TV holdouts. Instant TV gives you a so-called skinny bundle of live TV, including roughly a dozen channels, including Big Four broadcast networks, plus PBS, C-SPAN, and others, for just $18 a month.
I don't understand why nobody wants to just stream to their PC. Hello?
Well, so... We'll get into that
I get
in a
it. Some
moment.
people like TVs.
Well,
But,
and there are
I
those,
mean, you
there
can just
are-
as easily hook your computer up to that, too.
That's true. Some things you can only kind of watch. Think of sporting events and stuff like that. You can stream them, but most of the time they're going to be on the big networks, and those are on TV. So, anyway. So $18 a month. Oh, but here's the catch. Okay?
Of course there's one of those.
Yep, here's the catch. That's added on top of your Comcast internet bill.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you have to give them more money.
Yes, basically. So
Who would have thought?
So you pay them for your internet bill, and then you pay them the $18 extra a month to get the basic kind of TV. So it's like TV, but it's like streaming TV kind of ish, I think. So because it uses your internet connection or something. So yep, there's no set-top boxes required to use it, but you do have to be a Comcast broadband customer for eligibility. Comcast early test of Instant TV included HBO as part of the basic package, but that is no longer the case. So if you want HBO, it's going to cost you an extra $15 on the bill.
Meh.
So
Comcast, meh, not interested.
Um,
As soon as I saw Comcast, I didn't care about it.
yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's probably a good thing for Comcast because, better money, stuff like that. Well, okay, hold on. It's unfortunate as including HBO at no extra cost would have been fairly disruptive, but also probably bad for Comcast cable business. Anyway, like internet-based TV services, including Sling TV and PlayStation View, is that what it is? View, I think? Yeah. Comcast Xfinity Instant TV offers numerous tiers of channel packages. So aside from the $18 base subscription, you can also add things like CNBC, CNN, ESPN, Fox News, and MSNBC for an additional $30 per month.
So it really is basic. You have to pay a lot extra for everything else.
Yes. That's known as the Sports and News add-on. There's also a $15 entertainment bundle that includes AMC, Comedy Central, USA, A&E, TBS, TNT, Discovery, and Food Network. And then there's a $10 Kids and Family pack that will add Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, MTV, and TLC to your channel list. You can stream live programming with the Xfinity Stream app from a mobile device or desktop web browser, or watch on-demand shows with TV Everywhere apps like HBO Go, Watch ABC, and others. The service includes a cloud DVR feature. So that's the one thing that actually is kind of interesting about this. You do get a cloud DVR feature, and it allows you to record up to 2 programs simultaneously and hold up to 20 hours of HD programming. That's like the only cool part about this. But here's my thing. So if you're wanting all those extra channels, like, you're gonna be paying almost as much as it probably would be just for a cable package. So why not just go for the cable package? And actually, in fact, that's what they say that's what the idea behind this is. It's a way to get people into cable TV and then hope that they actually just upgrade to the full cable TV package so they can suck more money out of you.
Problem with that is that a lot more people are getting out of it than they are getting in.
Yeah. And I think by making it like streaming and stuff like that, like, this is Comcast's way, I think, of trying to hold on to the market where, in a market where people are starting to move away from it, like you said.
Seems like an exercise in failure to me.
Well, we'll see what happens. So, anyway. But yeah, when you start adding on all the extra stuff, like HBO is $15 or $15 extra, Starz is an extra $12. So yeah, when you start adding all that extra stuff on, like, it probably almost would be just beneficial to just buy a cable package if you're wanting all that stuff. But anyway, so I thought that was kind of an interesting.
Or stream it through anyone other than Comcast?
Yeah, or do that too.
I'd sooner do that, to be honest.
So,
I don't have any interest in this stuff, but still.
Well, yeah, because you're not.
That's
really
what I
into
wanted.
TV.
I'd buy it from somebody who isn't Comcast.
And
the added benefit
Mediacom.
of that is that I get to feel good about not giving Comcast my money.
Yeah, or Mediacom. You wouldn't go with Mediacom, would you?
No, never in a million years would I give them a penny.
Oh, man. Oh, that's funny. Unfortunately, like, Mediacom and well, okay, you may have to give your money to them for like internet at some point, but
Not if I move somewhere the internet's good.
that's true. Like here. So, you know what I just saw? I think in Mason City, like, there's a new, like, startup, like, ISP company now that, like, is, like, offering, like, fiber and stuff like that, I think. So, anyway, how they managed to, like, get in there with, like, the contracts and stuff with, like, media, I have no idea. Anyway, so, but apparently that's a thing now. So, anyway.
I know Mediacom are too happy about that.
You know what, though? Some local competition over there in Mason City, though. I wonder what that will do. I wonder if it will cause Mediacom to kind of be like, oh, possibly kind of crap, but maybe
To do one of those moves where they, actually provide something quality.
Yeah,
Because,
I wonder.
oh, we have to do that in this specific place because there's a competitor. Oh no.
I don't know. it'll be interesting to see what happens. So, let's talk about net neutrality again.
Oh, my favorite.
So this is probably the best kind of story I had, like the best story out of all of them for this week, which is why I've kind of kept it for the last one. So AT&T is trying to take the fight over the Obama era net neutrality rules to the U.S. Supreme Court. So on Thursday, AT&T and cable industry group NCTA and CenturyLink filed separate appeals asking the court to overturn the controversial 2015 rules. A federal appeals court last year upheld the rules, which were passed by a Democratic-controlled FCC and supported by President Barack Obama. Now, the rules prohibited wireless and broadband companies from blocking or slowing traffic and preventing them from charging a fee to deliver services faster to consumers. It also reclassifies broadband as a utility service subjecting it to many of the same regulations that govern the old telephone network. So, again, net neutrality is this idea that they can't discriminate against basically packets of information being passed on a network. So, they can't slow Comcast down. They can't make Comcast pay out the ass for, broadband to supply their video streaming service faster to certain customers and stuff like that. Which
I think it'd be quite funny if they did do that.
Did do what?
Make Comcast pay.
Or I'm sorry, not Comcast. Comcast, I think I phrased that wrong. Well, Comcast in the past made Netflix pay for a bigger pipe to stream, their content faster down to Comcast customers, stuff like that. So, but under net neutrality, they can't do that anymore. So, anyway, that's why this is super important and everything. The internet as you know it may not be the internet as you know it if net neutrality goes away. We've shown the graphics of the internet possibly looking like a cable package, which woo.
I really hope we don't get to that.
I really hope we don't either. That's gonna be so annoying. Like, here, pay an extra, $15 a month if you want to go to Netflix and YouTube and... yay. So, the broadband industry says it has no problem with the idea of an open internet. Except for they do! Because we've seen it in the past before. Where... here's the thing. So, Ajit Pai, the head of the FCC, and Comcast and Verizon and all these companies are saying, yes, let's have an open internet. Well,
except
why do
the rules already say that it is, and you're trying to change them?
Yeah, why do we need to... why is net neutrality in place if it's not a problem? If it wasn't a problem, then net neutrality wouldn't have been put in place. Am I right? So,
are you right? Well, yeah, you are.
So what they're saying is get rid of the rules, trust us. Hey,
we already did.
Trust us that we're not gonna, screw you over, even though they
Except you
clearly
will.
already have. And yeah, let me. Here it is. Let me do this. So you won't be able to see. Actually, you know what?
I think I know what it is, though, and I've seen it.
You've seen it, yeah. Hold on. Let me just do this here. Oh my goodness. Cooperate, please. Blink. There you go. Just so you can kind of follow along-ish. But, alright. So, there it is. There we go. Alright. Why we need net neutrality. We've shown this graphic before, I think. So, let's see. Well, let's take a look at the AT&T ones, because this is who's wanting us to undo this here. So, AT&T blocked Skype and other voice over IPs because they didn't like the competition from their cell phone services. And that was in 2007. In 2011, AT&T, Sprint, and Verizon blocked access to tethering apps on the Android marketplace with Google's help.
I remember that one, actually.
Do you? I remember when we were on our old wireless provider, if you wanted to, like, use your phone to, like, if you wanted to use tethering on your phone, it was like an extra, like, $15 a month or something like that, $10 or $15 a month. So stupid and everything. And then we switched over to...
you can still pretty easily bypass it.
Yeah, and then we switched over to Verizon, and it's just, you can do it, you know, openly on Verizon. Which is one thing that I actually, like, okay, I have to give them props on that one. So... Anyway, let's see, what else here? AT&T tried to block access to FaceTime unless customers paid more money in 2012. And, oh yeah, Comcast denied access to person-to-person services without notifying customers in 2005. So see, what we're saying is again, you know, the internet providers, Comcast, Mediacom, you know, ISP companies are saying, hey, trust us to do what's right. Get rid of the rules.
They don't work for you.
No. Look at all of these right here on your screen right now.
They are not your friends. They are probably the worst people to have as friends.
Yeah. Like I said, look at all these on your screen right now. Like, if it wasn't a problem, then we wouldn't have put net neutrality in place. But clearly, it's a problem. So, anyway. Yeah, the broadband industry says it has no problem with the idea of an open internet, but it argues that the new classifications applies outdated regulations that have stifled investment. So that's the other thing. They're claiming that by getting rid, or by having net neutrality, that there isn't room for, like, expansion and stuff like that, or, like, they can't, like, expand
Bull crap.
Their networks. Exactly. That's what I say. Like, I think I've even heard, like, reports where it's like Verizon is still expanding their infrastructure, and even other companies are still expanding their infrastructure. Like, you're making enough money. You just want to make more money by, you know, throttling people down and then charging them more to be able to access the things that they, you know, can normally access. That is not putting any extra strain on your networks and your infrastructures already. Like,
hey, you have to pay us more money to have what you had before for the same amount of money. Sorry.
Basically, yes. So Republicans who now control the FCC have already begun the process of dismantling the rules, unfortunately. So, in May, FCC Chairman Ajit Pai, appointed by President Donald Trump, opened a proceedings to rewrite the rules. The FCC could vote to repeal the rules as early as December. I really hope this doesn't go through.
Yeah.
This is going to be a freaking disaster.
If you're not a high-level executive of a cable company, you should hope the same.
Legal experts say this makes it less likely that the court will actually take the case. The Supreme Court isn't likely to play a starring role on net neutrality now, said Matt. Oh, good God. Schettelhelm. No.
Sorry.
Care to try?
No, I don't.
Anyway, okay. Said some guy named Matt. Anyway, legislation and government analysis with Bloomberg Intelligence. The court's likely to take a backseat, letting the FCC move ahead with its work to undo the 2015 order. This means the fight for net neutrality is likely to go on for several years as Democrats, consumers, advocates, and internet companies like Mozilla, which support the rules, have voted to continue to fight. Which is a good thing. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
We should continue to fight for net neutrality.
Because it'd be really bad if it were to go away.
Yes, and if it goes away, it's never coming... Well, it's very unlikely that it will come back, I should say. A court challenge is certain if the FCC overturns the existing rules. Matt Wood, policy director for the advocacy group Free Press, said in an interview earlier this year. So does that mean that it has to, like, if the... Well, I would imagine that, like, the Supreme Court and, like, the House have to, like, approve it or something. I don't know how that all works or everything. But anyway. Yeah. The most important thing to remember is if net neutrality goes away, it's not going to be a good thing. I
think that's a reasonable conclusion, yeah.
Yeah, I don't... net neutrality... hang on. I don't even know what to look up. But, like, yeah, it literally... I was going to show a picture of, like, what the... what it is. Like, it literally does look like something out of, like something your cable company would give you, though. That says, like, here, get these channels for this much, and get these channels for this much. And stuff like that.
Fitting, because they already do when they talk about
right?
TV packages. So now it's just going to be the same thing with the internet. Although I think I wouldn't be surprised if there are even some workarounds were to surface for that kind of thing.
That's a possibility. I wonder, yeah, that would be interesting to see.
Like,
but let's...
people
You know what, though?
in some countries use VPNs to bypass government restrictions.
That's true, but you know what? Let's not find out.
Yeah, I agree. Don't get me wrong.
Let's not find out. Let's just not have that, have that have to be a thing. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't it be better if you just didn't have to have that? Yeah.
Yeah. This is somewhat bad news, though. So, it looks like Federal Communications Commission Chairman Ajit Pai will actually get to keep his job for another 5 years.
And why is that?
So the U.S. Supreme Court voted 55 to 41 Thursday to advance his nomination. So basically, they reelected him.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It is. Yeah.
He's basically the one pushing all this.
Yes,
I
exactly.
think.
So, not necessarily a good thing for us. Final vote to approve the nomination is expected Monday. Republicans have enough votes to confirm Pai, whose term expired in June. Nominated as a commissioner under former President Barack Obama, Pai was elevated to the role of chairman in January following the inauguration of President Donald Trump. So here's the thing about this, though. So it doesn't sound like he's completely confirmed because they still have to vote like for the final approval, I guess, on Monday, which unfortunately is tomorrow. But maybe, I don't see this happening, but maybe there is enough of an outrage from people calling their Congress people and stuff that say, hey, this is a really bad idea if you reelect him. But somehow, I don't think that's actually the case. So, unfortunately, I think we're going to be stuck with Mr. Ajit Pai for another 5 years. So, which, if that's the case...
Lovely.
If that's the case, this makes me even more fearful for the outcome of what's going to happen to net neutrality. Because you're going to have him around for another 5 years. So, anyway. I think the biggest thing we can do is to just keep fighting for it. And basically, I hope there's enough of an outcry or whatever, an outrage that Congress and whoever is looking at this just kind of says, oh God, this is really going to be this is not going to be good. So, hopefully people make the right decisions here. But anyway, Delta Airlines announced that last week that they will be offering free access to in-flight internet for customers to access iMessage, WhatsApp, and Facebook Messenger on any flight with GoGo Wi-Fi starting October 1st. So today, via the article is via 9 to 5 Mac. But there's a catch.
You can only access certain things?
You can only access messaging apps like iMessage, WhatsApp, and Facebook Messenger. Those are the only things you're
That's
going
a
to be able
bunch
to
of
access.
garbage.
But there's a catch. There is a catch. Yeah.
Oh, you have to pay for it.
No. It's free, but when the company says messaging, they mean messaging, like text messaging. So no pictures, no videos, no GIFs, or audio messages are allowed. Just text messages.
Okay. That's a little ridiculous.
Yeah. Still considering Delta's used to price in-flight messaging starting at $2.95. $2.95.
$2.95 to send messages? Seriously?
Yeah.
And with all those restrictions?
No. That's what they used to. Now they're allowing you to do it for free.
I know, but like, that's even still, that's ridiculous.
Oh, and that's the thing. The prices did vary on the flights. The new service is a nice change, even if it's limited to boring text-based messaging. If you're
I
willing
mean,
to
I guess
shell
it's
out,
better than nothing, but like, come
Yeah.
on.
if you're willing to shell
It still
out,
just highlights how silly it was before, and
Oh,
even
yeah.
how it is now.
but if you are willing to shell out for the full Wi-Fi pass, you'll be able to send the full range of telecommunication messages again as well. So,
I'm sure it's quite slow.
oh yeah. You know what? I think I tried to stream Netflix one time on a flight when we were going to Florida. Yeah, it didn't work.
Probably didn't work too well. See, this
no,
is why
you know
you
what?
just download stuff beforehand.
I
and
wasn't
watch on your
trying. I
laptop.
wasn't trying to stream. You know what I was trying to do? Because I had young cousins with me, like a young cousin that was like, what? Oh, how old would she have been? 7 or 8, maybe. And like we were on a nonstop flight down to Florida from Minnesota, so like I didn't have, because I don't have any like, kids apps on my iPad. So I was like, because I paid for the internet for the flight, and I was like, well, heck, I'll just, download an app for her. Yeah, that didn't work.
Probably didn't work.
No, not at all. You know what I'm interested to see here? Let's see if I can look this up here. Okay. So you can actually get monthly subscriptions if you're like a frequent flyer. You can get monthly subscriptions for GoGo Air, like Wi-Fi, for like $50 a month.
Ah ha! Good joke.
$50 a month. Monthly access on domestic GoGo equipped flights on your favorite airline. Let's see here. There you go. Enjoy that. So monthly airline plan. 1 month of internet access on GoGo equipped flights on the selected airline. Let's see here. Do you have it up now?
Huh?
Yeah,
I seen it.
Yep. Okay. Valid only on domestic flights operating between airports within the United States, Canada, and Mexico, where network coverage is available. Let's see. Monthly service starts immediately once purchase is complete. Hassle-free automatic renewal each month with the ability to cancel anytime.
I'm sure they make it difficult.
Yeah, right. Let's see here. Now,
Easy. Seems legit.
you can get a 1-hour pass for $7. 1 hour of continuous access on any single domestic GoGo equipped flight with any participating airline. Expires 30 days from purchase. Or you can get an all-day pass for $19. $20 for an all-day pass.
I mean, geez, maybe they could get away with that if the quality was actually good.
Right?
It's not even good.
Yeah.
I get there are technical restrictions, but if there's technical restrictions, then quit trying to charge so much.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, wonderful. If you want a 2-device plan, it's $60 a month.
Oh,
let's see.
I mean, you know, you might as well do is just like hook your phone up to it and then just share the connection.
Oh, I wonder. Yeah, like tether it to it. I think you probably could do that. I don't know if you can do that or not. What the heck? Oh, okay, there it is. Hey, there we are. Man, I really need to like put a cheat sheet back together for all my OBS stuff. Anyway, let's see. What is this global Delta plan here? Hold on. Here, there you go. Have fun with that. So global Delta plan. For $70 a month. Monthly internet access on all domestic and international. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think one more. Okay, excuse me. I'm good now, I think. Monthly internet access on all domestic and international GoGo-equipped flights on Delta Airlines. Oh, or you can get an annual airline plan for $600 a year.
I have no words for this.
Yearly access on domestic GoGo equipped flights on your favorite airline. Here's my question, though. Oh, and get this, on the selected airline. So, if you select, like, say, Delta,
you better have a favorite airline.
And then you fly on, like, American Airlines or Southwest or any other, like, you know, like, airline, like, then it doesn't work. That is so stupid. If I'm paying $600 for internet for a year, A, that better be some really good internet, and B, I should be able to use it on any airline. Do you agree?
Yup.
Like, that's just so stupid.
I'll stick to just not flying.
You know what, though? The coverage map looks pretty decent-ish. So there's the coverage map there. Like,
yeah, but too bad it's slower than molasses, I'm sure. Like, what the heck?
Now, okay, that is my next thing, is what are the speeds on this? Alright. Go.
I'm sure the latency is ridiculous as well.
Oh my god. GoGo's connection speed is approximately 500 600 kilobits per second.
Oh, it's probably satellite
for individual users.
I had to take a guess.
Well, yeah, how else are you going to get it? It is satellite. For individual users...
Like, that's acceptable if all you want to do is surf web pages, and by acceptable, I mean that it will load, but noticeably slow. If you want to watch videos, nope. Want to look at pictures? Nope. Want to play a game? Nope.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
The total bandwidth...
Nope, across the board.
Okay, total bandwidth for all users on a flight is approximately 3 megabits per second.
Oh, geez. So if you have a bunch of people that bought it, everyone's going to have next to no bandwidth.
No. I think that's what I think that's what they, Oh, wait. Yeah, total bandwidth per...
You think that's by design?
All users. Okay, all users. Wait, hang on. Does that mean, like, that's shared? Or is that what they throttle you down to?
I don't know.
Let's see. That is the part that I would be interested to know. Are you throttled down to 3 megabits per second? Or, because if you're throttled down to 3 megabits per second, yeah, that's still horrible, but at least you're still getting 3.
It's more than 500 kilobits.
Yes, but if you're sharing 3 megabits per second with everyone on the flight that's using the Wi-Fi, oh gosh.
I'm willing to bet that that's what it is. You're probably sharing 3 megabits with everybody. Because, I mean, it's a satellite connection.
Yeah, because I believe it's air to ground.
Air to ground? Really?
Uh,
So it's not satellite then?
Well, okay. GoGo's air to ground network is a cellular, meaning so it is. It's like cellular based.
Oh, it's just cellular. Okay.
So yeah, it's satellite.
Well, they must have some kind of... What, you mean it is satellite? Well, then what is it?
I don't know, but apparently Google decided she wanted to talk again.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
That's fun.
GoGo provides continuous coverage with minimal interruptions in speed. Yeah, what little speed you have. Detected when passing from one cell tower to signal to the next.
You mean that the entire flight wouldn't be considered a disruption in... Because I would consider that to be the case. The whole time is a disruption in speed because it is horribly slow.
Okay, well, what it's saying is like, so it's like a mesh network basically where you shouldn't experience any problems switching from one cell tower to the next cell. Like you shouldn't be able to
I get the idea. I'm just poking at how slow it is.
Yeah, exactly. So GoGo's connection speed is approximately 500 600 kilobits per second for individual users for downloads and 300 kilobits for uploads. Okay, so you get 500 to 600 kilobits down and 300 kilobits up.
Oh, that is...
Kilobits! Kilobits!
Kilobits!
Not even a meg!
Is this 2001?
You know what?
What year is this?
Oh, gosh. You know... Well, no, the infrastructure to create it would be astronomically expensive, but like,
I'm sure it would be.
Theoretically, if you could figure out a way to build the infrastructure up, like you could probably make a decent profit off of this.
I mean, for how disgustingly bad it is, it shouldn't cost that much.
No, it really shouldn't.
This is for people who cannot live without it. Like they need it to do big business or something.
What?
This isn't for somebody who just wants...
Okay, this is a load of bull crap right here. Connection on board can be similar under optimal conditions, which let's admit is never, to the experience at a Wi-Fi hotspot, such as a coffee shop. No, I guarantee you, you're gonna get... Yes, exactly. I guarantee you're gonna get a better connection speed at a coffee shop than you will at on the flight.
You could wander into McDonald's and get a better connection than that by a factor of 10.
Exactly. So
and you wouldn't have to pay for it. You could just sit down at a table and pull out your laptop and go do whatever you...
Yeah, basically. So coffee shops, hotels, in some but not all cases.
In some but not all cases. You mean some but not most cases.
Users reported connectivity issues when streaming video, such as YouTube and HBO Go. No crap!
Oh, really? Really makes you think, doesn't it? It's almost like it's astronomically slow.
Oh, this is interesting. Excuse me. Some users reported speedtest.net benchmarked above 3 megabits per second. Okay. While other users reported low results of 0.03 megabits down and 0.27 up. Some guy named David P. Reed reported that GoGo service exhibited multiple seconds of latency under load due to buffer bloat. I have no idea what that is.
Yep, doesn't surprise me.
The user connects to the GoGo in-flight network and registers in the same way they would on the ground. The network becomes accessible as soon as the electronic devices are approved for use after takeoff. Of course, there's account management and allowing purchasing services before the flight using the product website. Voice over IP applications are prohibited by the terms of service.
What? You're not allowed to use voice over IP? And why is that?
Well, I would
and how are they going to stop you?
I don't know.
Yet.
Well, they're going to stop you because it's not going to work.
No, I mean, if you have any anonymizing software, VPN.
I would imagine the, well, no, but even through a VPN, I don't think you're going to have a strong enough connection.
I mean, you're probably right about that.
I would imagine the reason that they don't let you do it is because of, because of the bandwidth, that it takes to use it.
Who knows? Sounds like garbage to me.
And eat it up. So, anyway. Man. Jeez. If we could have, gotten in on this, this began in 1991. If we could have gotten in on this, in 1991, dang, we'd be making a killing right now. Let's charge people astronomical prices for crummy internet. Let's see here. So the retro Nokia 3310 now comes with 3G and works in the US.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Why are we talking about 3G and what the heck is that?
This was one of the, I'm moving on to another story real quick here. I remember these little phones.
Oh boy.
So apparently these little, well, they're not flip phones. What were these called? Anyway, so yeah, these little ones right here, these little Nokia phones, apparently you can now have 3G on them.
Good luck getting any use out of it with a keypad.
They'll sell for about $81 US, a slight bump up from the original version. Which
$81 for that garbage. Oh, man.
There are some other slight changes too. The new model is ever so slightly taller, wider, and thicker. And in a very big change, its estimated battery life is way down from 22 hours dock time on the 2G version to just 6.5 hours on the 3G version. But you're right.
Probably just turn off the 3G and it would be the same, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's a fly in here, and it's taunting me. Oh, this fly's gonna get it. What do I have to... Hold on. Ah, dang it, I missed him. Nope, missed him again. He's literally just flying around here, taunting me. Nope, missed him again. He's gonna get it later. You ever have those super or not, I shouldn't say incompetent, but those what is the word I'm looking for? The flies that just taunt you, the arrogant ones. That's the word I'm looking for.
Kinda.
This one's being super arrogant. It's literally flying right around me, super close, taunting me, you can't get me. Everything. I hate those ones. Stuff like that. Anyway, all right. There we go. That's something new on the Ram Show. Watch me kill a fly for the first time. The FCC is asking Apple to activate the iPhone's hidden FM radio to aid public safety.
What?
I didn't even know that the iPhone had a, well, I guess for natural disasters and stuff like that.
Well, they didn't call it hidden for nothing.
Yeah, I didn't even know the iPhone had a radio built into it, I guess. Anyway. This one was kind of interesting. So there's a new law that's making it illegal to fly drones over landmarks like the Statue of Liberty.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not quite sure why.
I didn't know that was a problem.
You know, I could see it being a problem because, well, like, I could see it being a thing because, you know, like, they're famous landmarks and people want to get, like, up and close and personal with them. So the FAA announced today, when was this written? This was written on, what, September 28th? So that would have been, Thursday. So it would have been Thursday. So on Thursday, the FAA announced it has restricted drone use over several U.S. national landmarks, including the Statue of Liberty and Mount Rushmore. The FAA says the new restrictions are in place at the request of the U.S. security and law enforcement agencies. So, under the new restrictions, drones will no longer be able to fly within 400 feet of the following sites: the Statue of Liberty, Boston National Historic Park, Independence National Historic Park, Folsom Dam, Glen Canyon Dam, Grand Colleen Dam, Hoover Dam, Jefferson National Expansion Memorial, Mount Rushmore National Memorial, and Shasta Dam. This expands the FAA's current list of no-fly zones, which includes some Army bases, major sports stadiums, national parks, and major airports. Some of those make sense. Obviously, like, if you have a little drone flying around the airport, I can foresee that possibly being an issue. You know what, though? So, well, I don't know. If a drone flies over your house, do you have the right to shoot it out of the air?
I believe several rednecks have tested that.
I can actually see that, yeah.
No, I know they have because I've seen stuff about it. With people suing each other over things like that.
Yeah?
Yep.
Makes you wonder, like, if you had a drone flying over your house, would you shoot it out of the air or not?
No, because I don't have a gun. Nor do I really have an interest in them. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it would depend. If it was annoying me enough, I probably would do something about it. But anyway, let's see. What else do I have real quick here? Anything else good? Oh, Amazon is announcing these $20 Echo buttons for playing trivia games with your family. They're literally like you've seen Jeopardy before, like any game show where you like hit the button or whatever. That's literally what they are. So, yeah, it's about all I really have for this week. Like I said, it was kind of a boring week in news. So, anyway. So, with that being said, I doubt there's anything else you want to add, is there?
Nope.
No. Anyway, all right. All that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of The Ram Show. I know it was kind of a boring one. Hopefully there are better topics next week. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to end this episode of The Ram Show. Thank you so much for joining in. If you enjoyed it, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. Get subscribed if you haven't done that already. Turn on the bell notification, or the bell, so you get notifications whenever we upload a new video. And we will see you next week right here on The Ram Show.